Ladies, if you wear wigs, weaves, braids, or extensions,
and if you're tender-headed like me,
or tangle just like me,
or have thick hair like mine,
or hate getting your hair combed,
keep watching.
Hi guys, thanks for checking out another TM hair products video. In today's video, I'm going to show you how I detangle, deep condition, and style my daughter's 4C hair. She had a previous style, I can't remember what it was. No, she had a bun at the top and a few ponytails in the back. And what we're going to do now is we're going to just separate her hair and get it ready to be detangled and deep conditioned. Now, as you guys know, about a year or so ago, my daughter was taking her braids out and cut a big chunk of her hair out in the back, and that has grown in beautifully. But I don't know if I told you guys, maybe about 6 or 8 months ago, she had a protective style in, and this was a new type of hair that I was trying, and the hair, she had a reaction, and it literally broke out a big plug of her hair in the back, in the corner right there where I'm working now. It broke out a big plug, and that's why that hair is a little shorter, or a lot shorter than the rest of her hair. So what we'll be doing is, in the coming weeks, I'm going to trim her hair because I need to get it ready to start to become even again, because even though that spot has grown in, it's still not even with the rest of her hair. So I'm going to start doing some trimming on her hair. I'm not going to just completely cut her, a lot of her hair off, but I'm going to start doing some trimming to get her hair back even, and things like that. I am using TM hair products smooth through detangler to detangle her hair. You guys know me if you're familiar with my channel. I like to take small sections and apply water because water makes the hair more pliable. As you can see, one of the things that I noticed that people do when they detangle their hair, they take 2 large sections and you just pull hair out. You take small to medium sections depending on the thickness of your hair and apply the detangler, working the detangler through to the opposite end as you see me show there. If you don't work the detangler in through the opposite end, just keep in mind you are only detangling the part of your hair that the detangler is on. I'm sorry if you guys hear my phone ringing in the background, but I am not doing this voiceover again. So as we continue, I'm detangling in small to medium sections as you see me doing, applying water, working the water in to the hair, applying the detangler where your hair tangles most. My daughters have more tangling at the roots and at the very ends of their hair. So that's where I focus. If you have more tangling at the ends, that's where you would focus. If you have a lot of tangling like me at the roots, matting like my children have, you would focus at the end. At the root. And what I like to do is I like to clean up the part because that keeps me organized. So once I clean up the part, once I detangle a section, I comb through it with a finer tooth comb through all angles as you see me combing there, and I like to twist it because my girls' hair, their hair is very coily. So if I leave their hair out and loose, it tends to coil back up on itself, which is counterproductive for me because then I have to go back and re-detangle it again, and I don't want to do that. So we have detangled her hair, shampooed her hair. We rinse the detangler out first and then shampoo her hair. And now I'm going to reapply the detangler for her deep conditioning. Now for me, because my girl's hair, like I said, is very tightly coiled and dry, deep conditioning is a must for me. I have to deep condition. So deep conditioning for me is applying heat to the hair like a conditioning cap or one of those little portable conditioning caps that you can put in the microwave, and it has the rice in it and it can heat up. Some type of heat has to be applied for my girls for the detangler to penetrate the hair, and that's when the magic happens to their hair. And that's when I notice they get the best conditioning benefits. Their hair absorb more of the product and it looks better. Their hair is more shiny, it's healthier. I have less breakage. So that's why deep conditioning with the smooth through detangler is a must for me. Now, as you see, I'm keeping their hair in sections. That's what keeps me organized. I have to keep their hair in sections, and I'm just working the detangler through on her hair. And I like to apply the detangler when the hair is wet, when I'm deep conditioning. Like as you can see, her hair is still dripping wet because I don't have to use as much because the hair is pliable. So it looks like I'm using more than I am because her hair is dripping wet. And so the water allows the detangler to work through her hair. And I hope that makes sense. So now I'm just putting a conditioning cap on her hair. She's going to sit under the hooded dryer for about 20 minutes, like a conditioning cap. I said a hooded dryer. So she's going to sit under this conditioning cap for 20 minutes. And I blow dried her hair and I parted her hair into 4 large sections. If you know me, I am team pre-part. That just helps to keep me organized. That just helps to keep everything in order. I know I don't have too much hair on one side and not enough on the other side. So this just helps to keep me organized. And I'm just showing you guys how I pre-parted the hair and how I parted the hair in subsections. Now I am in the last section of her hair and I am going to do the feed-in method. I wanted this ponytail to be very natural. As you can see, as you will see, that I don't grip a lot of her edges. I like for my children to have their edges. So a style is not so important to me that I have to like snatch their edges up. I like for their edges to live to see another day. So I don't really focus on gripping their edges up. As long as the style for me is neat and polished, I'm okay with your edges not being snatched. That's fine with me. I applied the Perfect Assist styling aid, which you see on your screen, to the root of her hair. And as I braid down, the styling aid is going to cover the rest of her hair. And I'm just adding very small pieces of hair, very small, because I want this hairstyle to look very, very natural. Pieces of hair doing the feed-in method. And I know you guys have seen it a million times. So when I did my last video, I mentioned that, and so I just decided in this video to show a little more, and I try not to bombard you guys with unnecessary stuff that you see all the time on the internet. So now, as you can see, as I braid down her hair, I add a little bit more of the styling aid. What the styling aid is going to do is going to keep her hair moisturized, and is going to keep her hair from being dried out using this synthetic hair, because this tends to be drying anyway. All I did was dip her hair with some rollers, and that is it, you guys. As you can see, the style is very natural. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye, guys.